Prime Minister seeks U.S. investment in the ICT, renewable energy, agro-processing, blue economy, tourism and high-tech parks. Bangladesh reported 36 more deaths from COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, count rising to 27,313. Bangladesh's GDP growth will be 6.8% in the 2021-22 fiscal year, revised Asian Development Bank. And Obaidul Qadir said that BNP leaders are getting hot as the country's people are in good position now. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Mytv News. I'm Fawzia Roshan with you in the newsroom today. We are watching the headlines and I'm going to the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has sought U.S. investment in the country's different promising sectors such as information and communication technology (ICT), renewable energy, agro-processing, blue economy, tourism and high-tech parks. The Prime Minister was protesting the keynote speech at a business roundtable joining virtually from her place of residence in the Lotte New York Palace on Tuesday local time. The Prime Minister expressed hope that the U.S. Bangla Business Council may continue to play a catalytic role in raising the present annual bilateral trade of $9 billion to higher figures. She also expressed her expectation that Bangladesh's trade relations can be further strengthened with duty-free access and other trade privileges in the U.S. market. The U.S. Bangladesh Business Council organized the virtual roundtable titled Bangladesh Forward, the Incredible Frontier for Growth in honor of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. PM's ICT advisor Shazim Ahmed Wazid spoke at the roundtable, while Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen and the State Minister for Foreign Affairs Shahidar Alam were present. Bangladesh reported 36 more deaths from COVID-19 in the last 24 hours, taking the tally from the pandemic to 27,313. On the other hand, the total caseload stood at 15,47,176 as 1,376 more tested positive for the virus during the same time. It was said in a press release of the Director General of Health Services today. DGH said 4.79% of the 28,736 samples collected in 24 hours were tested positive. The recovery count rose to 15,06,136 after another 1,427 patients were discharged from the hospitals during the same time. Bangladesh's GDP grew by 5.47% last fiscal year 2020-21 despite the coronavirus outbreak. The government has projected gross domestic product GDP growth of more than 7% in the current fiscal year 2021-22 due to the revival of the industrial and export sectors. Considering the country's overall economy, the Asian Development Bank has revised Bangladesh's GDP growth for the current fiscal year. In its latest report, ADB has pegged the Bangladesh's GDP growth will be 6.8% by the end of the current fiscal year. The growth projection for the current fiscal reflects a strong recovery supported by strengthening manufacturing, continued expansion in the global economy, and effective government recovery policies, said the ADB. On the other hand, inflation is expected to highly edge up to 5.8% and the current account deficit to narrow down to 6% of the GDP in the financial year 2022. Responding to a statement of BNP Secretary General Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir said the country's people know better that the BNP men are not in good form now, and that is why there are rising emigratory allegations that the people's overall condition is not good at present. He came up with the remark while speaking at a press conference today on temporary issues at his official residence here. Qadir said it is very normal that those who continue making falsehood and perjury statements for assuming power would not like the people's welfare. Bangladesh Meteorological Department today predicted through its bulletin that light to moderate rain or thunder showers at many places over the country in the next 24 hours. It said light to moderate rain or thunder showers accompanied by temporary gusty winds likely to occur at many places over Khulna division, at a few places over Rajshahi and Borishal divisions, at one or two places over Rangpur, Dhaka, Mymensingh and Chattogram and Zilla divisions. Overall, it's maybe with moderately heavy falls at isolated places over the southern part of the country, said the Met Office release issued this morning. Meanwhile, day and night temperature may remain nearly unchanged over the country, the release added. Viewers, about to the end and the headlines once again. Prime Minister seeks U.S. investment in the ICT, renewable energy, agro-processing, blue economy, tourism and high-tech parks. Bangladesh reported 36 more deaths from COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. Count raised to 27,313. Bangladesh's GDP growth will be 6.8% in the 2021-22 fiscal year, revised Asian Development Bank. Obaidul Qadir said that BNP leaders are getting hot as the country's people are in good position now. Taliban asked to address world leaders at the United Nations General Assembly this week in New York City. And Bangladesh Football Federation has announced a 26-member squad for the SAFA Championship. That's all from our newsroom for now. Thanks for being with us. To join with MyTV News online, visit YouTube/MyTV News. And to watch all our programs, visit YouTube/MyTV Bangla, Facebook/MyTV Bangla. Our next bulletin will be telecast in Bangla at 7:30 p.m. Don't forget to join with us. Till then, stay connected. Viewers, be careful to prevent coronavirus and follow the hygiene rules. Allah Hafiz.